Now we'd like to hear about how you got into the tech industry that you're now both recruiting in. So, Eve, do you want to start off?
Yeah, so I probably transitioned first before Adrian. I felt after 7 years working in the healthcare sector, it was time to move on. I felt I had learned kind of everything I needed to know. I just needed a new challenge personally in my life. And yeah, we spoke obviously to the business owners at the time, Laura and Patrick, and an opportunity came up where we could expand into a different industry sector, which we haven't done before. Again, it was something completely new to me. It was starting a desk and an area from scratch. So at that time, I did quite a bit of extensive research into different markets, especially within, let's say, technology and IT. You know, I did look at Salesforce, I looked at SAP, and just personally for me, I found software development of interest. I did a lot of research around the Baltics, Poland, Ukraine, Czechia, Hungary, and there was a booming contract market from what I could see. So I just thought, why not? Let's try it. Loads of companies at the time were doing it. Obviously, I do speak other languages as well, which does help. And that was obviously the opportunity that was brought to me at that time. I wanted to kind of just, try a different area. I discussed it with Adrian as well. Obviously, Adrian would have a lot more experience into different sectors. I had only worked in one. And I just felt I just needed a challenge. And obviously, now fast forward 4 years on, it has been rewarding. We've learned a lot along the way. I would say probably the success has come in the last 2 years. I think the first 2 years was very much adapting, networking, speaking to new people. It's a completely different way of how recruitment works or what we did in the past. You know, my focus at the moment is the contract market, so more so than the permanent, and it's fast-paced. You know, people are moving around a lot more. It's far more competitive as well. So it's just that adjustment. And again, what I find, obviously technology is booming. It's booming every year. Everything we use at the moment is revolved around the internet. You constantly have to be learning. You constantly have to be looking, at the news, what's coming out, what innovative companies are out there, and then targeting those companies because obviously they are going to be needing, developers. And my personal interest at the moment, which I'm very heavily focused on, is front-end development and DevOps. So I'm quite passionate about those two areas.
Adrian, what about you? Why technology?
I saw how well Eve was doing. I wanted a slice of the pie, to be honest. No,
we do work well together. So Adrian had to follow me.
Yeah, no, I had to come over at some point.
The dream team.
I started to look more into what Evgenia was doing, and again felt like maybe it was time for a different challenge. Very successful in healthcare, very successful in construction, dabbled in pharmaceutical and sales and marketing recruitment in my career in recruitment so far. I just thought, well, this is one extra thing to add, an extra string to the bow, should we say. But also, I think most people are interested in technology. I am, generally. I've always been quite interested, especially over the last few years, in things like cryptocurrency and blockchain and stuff like that as well. So I just thought, well, this is just another learning curve for me, another industry that I can tap into, and another bunch of people that I can talk to on a level, which I find, generally recruitment, one of the key things recruitment has given me is the ability to be able to talk to people in a multitude of different industries and be able to hold a conversation quite well, because you're getting paid to actually know these industries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean as well. So the learning side, the research side as well, we kind of forget how much we take from that and how much more rounded individuals we become outside of work as well. But sorry, going back into what you were actually asking. So kind of fell back into it with Eve, had a look at some roles. There was a position there to come and support Eve at a senior management level, and help grow and develop that division. It was hard work for the first nearly 12 months. I think probably not as hard as Eve would have found it, because she'd already established a base for us. So when I was looking to develop business and going out and speaking to people, we already had something tangible there. We were already doing it. It was a little bit different, but still find it quite hard to get my head around it, especially different types of technology, tech stacks, stuff like that. But one day, like most things, it just clicks. and it's kind of fallen into place. And I'd say one day would be recently, you know, maybe the last 6 months was my one day, you know, so it wasn't like it was ages ago where it clicked. But it's really interesting. I'm heavily focused on the contract side as well. Never done contract recruitment before. Fast paced. I like it. It's good turnaround, good movement. It's very interesting.
Just adding on to that, we came in as well at just the right time when things started increasing, definitely during the COVID obviously time, because everyone went and started working remote. It was a different way of working. We were in an industry that really didn't pause. It continued to grow. You know, there was a lot of demand during that time, especially for us and with the clients we had at the time. And we understood, actually, no, this is the industry we do need to continue in, because there is just so much flexibility. A lot of our clients are just so open in terms of where people are based, where people are working. And, you know, a lot of it is focused now on the remote work. So it's just more about the talent and making sure that the people do have the skill set that they need for that particular project. But no, it's exciting. And it's also, you know, as an individual, you have to constantly throughout life challenge yourself, you know, and I think obviously between Adrian and I, we are very competitive. I think in this industry you have to be competitive, you have to be target driven, you want to be making money. And for us, you know, you had to sit down and say, right, I did this, I was successful in this, how are we going to do, what's our next success, you know, what's our next goal, where are we going to be successful next? And I think definitely, the tech sector is the way forward, and we haven't looked back, and we've had a very, very successful year so far, so it's good.
Great.
Definitely. And I think as well in recruitment, you can't stand still generally, you know what I mean? Like, industries change so quickly, recessions are up and down, and certain economies do better than others. You always have to have other options, you know, for when certain industries might go through a lull period and stuff like that as well. So it's good to diversify, I think,
Correct.
as a business.